that is the excitement. He isn't scared. Did they really get Morata thinking that, oh no, this guy can work as a first choice striker?
Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H.
Vinicius, 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 Vinicius Junior, Vinicius, Vinicius. I'm about the youth. I'm about the future. Because I respect Cristiano and Messi for what they've done, their consistency and everything. I always will respect them. I'm bored. I'm bored. I want new blood. I want a fresh take into things. And the thing about Vinicius is he's not there yet. He makes mistakes. Why did you dribble there? Why did you lose the ball there? You're too rash, youthful zest fun. There's just this youthful zest, eager to impress, you're going so much, but that is the excitement. He isn't scared. He's willing to try things. And this thing I always say to, as if I'm a manager, don't dribble and lose the ball in my half. Because the position is near my flipping thing. But the thing about dribbling is this. It doesn't matter if you lose the ball right near the opposition's D or their inside their opposition half. All you need to do is for it to come off once, and you create a potential goal-scoring opportunity for the team. So the thing about Vinicius is that he will keep going again and again and again, and because he is skillful, he does have the skill. It's going to come off. He is going to get that yard away from the guy. And again, the beauty about it was that for the one that led to the penalty, Jimenez is one of the top defenders of the world. Jimenez is a tier 2 defender. That's a tier 2 defender. And Vinicius got the better of him, got that extra yard, got past him, and Jimenez had to bring him down. Obviously, we'll discuss the whole VAR penalty thing. But there are many aspects to this. So let me deal with Real Madrid first, because I've got some things to say about Atletico Madrid and Simeone and Morata. But for Real Madrid, how funny football is a funny game. I was convinced that Solari, based on the ruling of La Liga, you could have given the whole full-time job. Dude's an interim. Here's the long-term solution. Maybe Conte, maybe Pochettino. I'm assuming Pochettino. So Solari, you're just here. Come the summer, and afterwards you're the hell out of here. So when I just saw Solari bringing in all the new guys, Vinicius, Odriozola, the bias, and so forth, blending with and everything, dropping, it's because okay, fine. He's just, maybe creating a kind of transitional situation for the next coach to come in. But what this guy has done is he's managed to tap into a formula that has been effective. And I think for him is like, you know what? Maybe all that was needed was time. Okay, we lost this game, get back onto the training pitch. Let's work on this. Boom, that didn't work, draw. Wasn't in the present performance. Let's get on the pitch. Walk it. Let's work on that front three. Let's work on the connection between the midfield and the attack. Let's work on the defensive line. Let's try and get this understanding between Ramos and Varane a lot better. Let's try and get Modric back to his rich self. Boom, we'll be going in. And now what you've seen is just a slow progression of, okay, this team is finding a chemistry. They're finding an understanding. And when you just saw how they were able just to really get into that dominance mode in the second half, I was like, oh, no. This is coaching. This is coaching. And I'm very impressed. Because, let's be real, I didn't think Vinicius was ready just to be the main guy for Real Madrid. So Solari that was a bold move. Because Lucas Vázquez has been a mainstay. Isco, an international caliber player, has been a mainstay. So for him to be like, nah, I'm putting my faith in this teenage dude who looks like a damn kid. And for it to come off, bro, man, that's plaudits. Because Solari can look to Perez like, what up? Like, what up? He can, like, because Perez like, that's a huge move, risky. It takes mucho cojones to try and pull that off, and it came off. So I'm just surprised that Solari has been able to make these guys look like these guys were garbage under flipping your boy Loptigi. And when Solari started, I was like, man, they were losing games. Like, nah, Real Madrid, these guys are, but they've managed to click back in, Oh, guys, I think Casemiro only scores amazing goals. So that's just a side thing. I think maybe like all he does is just score amazing goals. I don't think he scores regular goals because all the goals he's scored have been amazing. The 3 goals that I remember of him have all been amazing goals. So that's maybe a whole side thing. Atletico Madrid. I don't look. I will let you know the definitions, but back to Atletico Madrid. So like Simeone, what now? Like, because I look at Atletico Madrid and they're not a team that can win the La Liga. Their best chance to win the Champions League was 2014. It wasn't 2016. The chance to win the Champions League was in 2014. That was their best only chance to win it. Because that team was perfectly placed to go ahead and win that whole thing. So a team isn't equipped to outlast either Real Madrid or Barcelona over a 38-game season. And the team isn't equipped strong enough and have the specific individuals and the particular setup to win the Champions League. Gordon is getting old. That is a core guy in the team. And I can also see from him that, yeah, man, boom, this guy is getting on. He's getting on. And for me, I just look at that Atletico team and I'm like, where are the goals coming from? Griezmann cannot be your main attacker. Griezmann is a great sidekick. He's not the hero. Griezmann is the best Robin out there. He's the best Robin out there. He can never be your Batman. He can never be your Batman. And for Morata, is this, I am not going to, there is no, don't beat a dog when it's down. For me, I think that shows how classless you are if you come up with Morata jokes about how useless he is. He comes out and it's now a bad luck child. Then you know what? You're a classless human being. For me, all I can say with Morata is it's not his fault that he's not a great first-choice striker. He is a great support. He'll be a great supporting striker. A great guy to come off the bench. A great guy to play alongside a main striker. Maybe play him in the hole. As the main striker, your main goal scorer, boom. So my thing about this was that, because I assumed that they were getting Morata to play alongside Douglas Costa, to play alongside Diego Costa or something. But I get that Costa is injured, but my thinking is that, did they really get Morata thinking that, oh no, this guy can work as a first-choice striker? That's, okay, we will be able to get something out of them that's, what's this guy's name? That's Sarri and Chelsea were not able to get out from him. So, I don't get it. So, because Atletico, when I just looked at the ways, because again, this game was very beaten and everything, and you could, when I knew that Atletico lost the game was when they were fouling guys. Before even Partey got the sending off, the way they were fouling guys, how they were aggressive on Real Madrid, and just how they were really good at fouls, you could just tell this was a team that didn't know how to react. When they went 2-1 down, they didn't know how to mentally, psychologically get themselves back in the game and how to react. And let's just even go back to the thing as well. Look, VAR, you shouldn't be able to make any mistakes with the VAR. So when you look at this whole thing, it's strange because I watched it several times. The challenge from Jimenez begins outside the box. That's a fact. The definitive challenge where he makes connection with like the upper left thigh of Vinicius just about happens in the box. That's what I think. So do you go with the initial challenge that leads to the definitive challenge, or do you go for the definitive challenge? Because I believe that the definitive challenge maybe is the one that you go with. But again, maybe is this written in law? Is this written in law where, like, no, as soon as the first contact, boom, that is where you take the foul from? Or is it that, no, you take the foul from when the critical challenge that forces the player to go down, boom, wherever that happens, that's where you take it from. So it's very, very difficult. But at the end of the day, these guys have video footage that they can watch 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. So the fact that they have viewed it, and remember, I'm not sure whether he did, but the referee can go to his monitor and he can view it 3, 4, 5, 6 times. So there can be no qualms there. Because back in the day, before VAR was like, oh my gosh, you referee, you didn't see it, you went in, how can you not see it? I swear. But now, there is no such thing as, oh no, I swear it was this. No, we have the footage here that we can walk 3, 4, 5 times. So if he has decided that I've watched it 4 times, maybe 5, and it's a penalty, what the hell can he say? There's nothing else to be said. So if referees are still getting these decisions wrong with VAR, I mean, Lord help, then we might as well just hire robots and machines. But I want to just end on Vinicius, man. No. Before getting on Vinicius, be smooth. Guys, he got that G, and I think that G is reminding people that beast mode is going to be needed. Real Madrid cannot, I repeat, Real Madrid cannot win a trophy without beast mode. Beast mode is critical for Real Madrid getting any cheddar. 100%. Without beast mode, no cheddar can be gotten from Real Madrid. That's just me being as real as free crack. So that's just a key thing there. Good finish. And good ball from Drich as well. And look, Benzema tried. Look, Benzema did his thing, man. Look, I'm not going to say that. Benzema did his thing. I'm not going to say anything. And the Ramos Varane partnership, it's getting better. They're out of the Brick Academy right now. They were Bricks before. They are now playing to that tier 2, tier 1 level right now. But man, Vinicius, man, I mean, I'm very excited about this kid. I really like this kid because, see, the thing why I like this is because I just like his mentality. He has a lot to work on. He needs to tighten up his control, tighten up his technical ability, improve his decision making, know when to dribble, know when to make the pass. He has to be far more aware of the players around him, far more aware of the defenders around him, has to be much more composed, take his time, think about what he's doing. Before he receives the ball, think about what he needs to do, be a bit more mature as to how he uses the ball. But that's just stuff that you can learn in time. But the core thing which you can't teach is the dude's natural ability. It's there. His natural ability is there. But just his psychology of like, I want to create something. And as a manager in a tight situation, I am looking for a player, guys, somebody do something. Take a risk. We can't just play safe passes. I need somebody to take a flipping risk. Take that ball and just run with that flipping ball. Run that flipping ball and create a situation. The only way you can create a situation is you've got to take risks. You've got to go into the hearts of something and take risks. And that's what your boy Vinicius Junior does. So I am very excited about what homeboy can do. But yeah, my Real Madrid, man. Damn. As for Atletico, guys, man, you need a better attacking impetus. Believe that. Thanks for watching the video. Now think about becoming a Football Hot patron by pledging an amount each month and then gain access to exclusive content only on the Football Hot patron page. Peace. Head over to the official site at halffootballhot.com or just click over here.